Okay, UALR final exam review, college algebra, problem number 33. It says find all the real solutions of the polynomial equation. The equation is x to the fourth plus 6x cubed plus 3x squared minus 16x plus 6. Hey, the real solutions are going to be the places where the graph of function f of x equals that polynomial intersect the x-axis. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that and put it in the calculator and graph it and see if we can find that. First thing I'm going to do is zoom 6 though to get this window back to normal. While it's trying to graph, I can hit on and it'll stop. Well, it should. Okay, so now we're going to y equals, clear that one out, enter this part in the calculator. So I'm going to have x to the fourth plus 6x cubed plus 3x squared minus 16x plus 6. I'm going to graph that. Because it's a fourth degree polynomial, we're looking for at most 4 real solutions. So now we can see there are 4 places where it crosses the x-axis. Let's go ahead and look first at the table, see if we can identify them. 1 is obviously one of them. -3. And looks like the others may not be rational, or at least they're not whole numbers. So 1 and -3. So we know 1 and -3, which tells me that if I divided this polynomial by x minus 1, so I'm going to put 1 in the box. I'm going to use the coefficients. 1 is the coefficient of x to the fourth, 6 of x cubed, 3 of x squared, -16 is the coefficient of x, and 6. I'm going to do the division here, bring down to 1, multiply, add the column, multiply, add the column, multiply again, add the column, multiply again, and add the column. Because I was dividing by a factor, I know I'm going to get 0 for my remainder. But that tells me that x minus 1 times x cubed plus 7x squared plus 10x minus 6 is equal to this polynomial also. I know -3 is also 0, so x plus 3 is a factor. I'm going to divide what's left by that, bring down to 1, multiply, add the column, multiply, add the column, multiply, and get 0 again. So now what this tells me is this polynomial is the same as x, it's x minus 1 times x plus 3 times x squared plus 4x minus 2. And that's not going to factor. So since I'm finding all the real solutions, I'm going to take that quadratic factor and I'm going to put it in the quadratic formula where a is 1, b is 4, and c is -2. And I'm going to have -4 because it's opposite of b, plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac. So that's going to be 4 squared is 16 minus 4 times 1 times -2 all over 2 times a is 1. So that's -4 plus or minus. This is going to be the square root of 16 plus 8. So that's going to be square root of 24 over 2. We can split that into 2 fractions and make that -4 over 2 plus or minus. And 24 is 4 times 6. So the 4 will come out of that square root as a 2. So it's going to be 2 square roots of 6 over 2. And we can reduce those and get -2 plus or minus the square root of 6. So now -2 plus or minus, plus or minus the square root of 6. So we have 4 real zeros, 1, -3, and then 2 irrational but real zeros, -2 plus square root of 6 and -2 minus the square root of 6. That's how you do number 33.